In this video, we're going to look at similarity in 3D shapes. If you're revising, you can have a go at questions 1 and 2 if you pause the video, and then question 3 and question 4. So I strongly recommend you understand similarity in 1 and 2 dimensions before looking at this video. So we have here, if the length scale factor is x, then the volume scale factor is x cubed. So let's consider a cube that has a length of 2 centimeters. So it's 2 by 2 by 2. So its volume would be 2 times 2 times 2. So the volume is 2 cubed, or 8. And then let's consider the cube that has a length of 6. That would be 6 by 6 by 6. And just work that out then. 6 by 6 by 6 is 216, and that is 6 cubed. So that's the volume. And then we're looking at really considering what's the volume scale factor. So we know that the length scale factor, if we're going from one length to the other, the length scale factor is times by 3. But the volumes, this one here, volume is 8. This one's volume is 216. So it hasn't been tripled. We'll find out what that scale factor is by doing 216 and dividing it by 8. And you end up that it's going to be 27. And noticeably 27 is actually 3 cubed. 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. So 3 is the length scale factor, and then the volume scale factor ends up being 3 cubed. 3 times 3 times 3. And that's because all 3 dimensions are multiplied by 3. So times this one by 3, times by 3 again, and times by 3 again. So we're timesing by 3 cubed, 27. So you need to memorize, or at least understand, volume scale factor is the length scale factor cubed. Or if you're going in reverse, if you knew the volume scale factor, you can get the cube root of it to work out the length scale factor. Let's see that in practice in these questions. We're told here that if A and B are similar, work out the volume of B if A has a volume of 15. So A's volume of A is 15. The volume of B, we'd need to get the volume of A and multiply it by the volume scale factor. We don't know the volume scale factor, but we can see that A has a length of 4, B has a length of 24. So the length scale factor is 24 divided by 4, which is 6. So that dimension gets 6 times bigger. Each dimension will get 6 times bigger, so will the distance backwards, and so will the distance or the length upwards. So that means that the volume scale factor is going to be 6 cubed. 6 times 6 times 6, or 216. Then, if we know the volume of A, the volume of B will be the volume of A multiplied by the volume scale factor, 216. And that will give us 3,240. And that would be centimeters cubed. Question 2. R and S are 2 similar solid shapes. Shape R has a surface area of 108 centimeters squared, and S has a surface area of 300 centimeters squared. We have to find the ratio of their lengths and their volumes. Okay, jumps quite quickly actually. I'm into the harder questions. If you're given surface area, you can work out the area scale factor. So we'll go back to 2 dimensions. The area scale factor would be 300 divided by 108. And that is 9 over 25, or 25 over 9 would be the best way to put that. The length scale factor then is the square root of the area scale factor. So if you square root 25 over 9, square root 25 is 5 and square root 9 is 3. So you get 5/3. The volume scale factor is the length scale factor cubed. So you can get your 5 over 3, cube it to get 125 over 27. Now that's how I've been working through the video so far, looking at what the scale factor is, but here we're looking for ratios. So we need to be flexible and be able to write that in different ways. So what do we do, or how do we do that? Well, the area scale factor, the area ratio, is 108 to 300. That simplifies down to 9 to 25, which comes from, it's just simplifying that ratio, but it also ties up. If that's the ratio, that's the scale factor. If you're going from 9 to 25, you'd have to get 9 and multiply it by 25 over 9. Okay, what's the ratio of their lengths then? Well, you would have to square root that, or I should have already done it here. If you square root the area ratio, you get 3 to 5. And then for the volume, you have to cube the length ratio, which is what we should have done here with those numbers. Cube the 3, cube the 5, and we get 27 to 125. Okay, so part A was to work out the length ratio, and part B was to work out the volume ratio. So instead of, you don't actually need any of that there, but I just want to show you how it's linked, because you might be able to understand this, but not this. If you've got two surface areas, you can write those as a ratio and simplify it. And that can work like a scale factor. That's the area ratio. Like a scale factor, if you want to work out the length ratio, you square root both sides. And if you want to work out the volume ratio, you cube both sides. Okay, question 3. Two vases are similar. The larger vase has a volume of 81 litres and the smaller has a volume of 24 litres. Find the height of the smaller vase if the larger vase has a height of 18 centimetres. So we could do this with the scale factors, or we could do it as ratios. I'll start with ratios this time and then do the scale factor afterwards. So the ratios of the small vase to the larger vase for the volume is 24 to 81. We could divide both sides by 3 and we would get 27 to 8 to 27. So that is the volume ratios. If we wanted to look at the ratio then of the lengths, how much bigger one length should be than the other, the ratio of the lengths, you'd have to cube root if you're going from volume to length. So if you cube root 8, you would get 2. And if you cube root 27, you would get 3. So the ratio of the lengths is 2 to 3. 2 for the smaller vase and 3 for the larger vase. If the smaller vase had a length of 4, the larger vase would have a length of 6, and so on. So in this question, we've got to find the height of the smaller vase if the larger vase has a height of 18. So let's say we put 18 for the height of the larger vase. We can see that that ratio has been multiplied by 6. So if we multiply the smaller vase by 6, its length, we would get 12. So the height of a smaller vase would be 12 centimetres. Suppose maybe at the start it would have been nice maybe just to clarify. It's important we have clarity over which side's the small one, which one's the large one. So we had a ratio, I just simplified it. That doesn't change the size of the ratio, it's still in proportion. Just simplified it to make it easier. Cube rooted both sides to get the ratio of the lengths and then scaled it up to get larger lengths. If we were just doing scale factors, I would get the volume scale factor would be 81 divided by 24, which gives 27 over 8 if you keep it as a fraction. I would then work out the length scale factor by cube rooting the volume scale factor, which would give me 3 over 2. And then I would get the larger length, which is 18. And because I'm going from the large vase to the small vase, I wouldn't multiply by the scale factor 3 over 2 because that would make it bigger. I want to divide by the scale factor because I'm going backwards. And if I divide by 3 over 2, that would give me 12 centimeters. Question 4. The three solids A, B, and C are similar such that the surface area of A to the surface area of B is 4 to 9. That's the ratio of the surface area of A to B, 4 to 9. And the volume of B to the volume of C has this ratio here, 125 to 343. We have to work out the ratio, the height of A to the height of C, and give the ratio in its simplest form. Now, we have area, volume, and height, all different dimensions. So we need to be careful how we work with this. If we go with the surface area, first of all, the surface area of A to the surface area of B, that one's 4 to 9. So I could work out the length ratio, the length of A to the length of B, by square rooting that, which would give you 2 to 3. So we found out there the ratio of the length of A to the length of B. We'll now look at the volumes. So they give us the volume of B to the volume of C is the ratio 125 to 343. Because that's a volume, if we want to work out length ratios, we'd need to cube root. So we're going to work out the ratio of the length of B to the length of C. We cube root to go from volume to length. Cube root of 125 is 5. Cube root of 343 is 7. So now we have the ratio of the length of A to B and the length of B to C, but we want to get the height of A to the height of C, or the length of A to the length of C. Height is a length. So we want to get the ratio of A to C effectively, but we've got A to B and B to C. So how do we bring those together? If we could find, if the length of B was common, then we could sort of match it all up. So a common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15. So we're going to scale this up to make it 15, which would be timesing both sides by 5. And on the right hand side, to get from 5 to 15, we've got to times it by 3. So if we times 7 by 3, we get 21. The objective there was to get the length of B to be the same. Because if we were doing the length of A to the length of B to the length of C, we could then put 15 in for the length of B. Then A must be 10 and C must be 21. And from that, we can then just go, right, the height of A, or the length of A, could be 10, and the length of C, or the height of C, would be 21. And that cuts out the 15. That can't be simplified, so that's us finished. That is the ratio of the height of A to the height of C in its simplest form. If you didn't like that, because maybe you wanted to use scale factors, you can do. However, because the answer wants it in ratios, you can see why you maybe need to be flexible in your understanding and be able to work with scale factors and ratios. However, just very quickly, if the ratio is 2 to 3, then the scale factor is going to be 3 over 2. So you could always, I suppose, put the right hand side as your top and the left hand side of the ratio is the bottom if you want to work with scale factors and have your scale factors as fractions. I'll do that now if you do want to listen on, otherwise just move on yourself. So the surface area of A, the surface area of B, just very quickly, that area scale factor is 9 over 4. Then the length scale factor is square root of that, which is 3 over 2. Now that's, I suppose it's important to put that in the box and say that's from A to B. It's not for, because there's different things going on. Then if we look at the volume scale factor, but again this is from B to C, not A to B this time, so it's important, give myself some space, it's important we just don't think it's all one thing. So the volume scale factor is, we're told, 343 over 125. So the length scale factor, if we cube root that, is 7 over 5. Okay, so where do we go from there? If we have A to B to C, that's just, you have to start off with a number. I suppose 15 works well for B, but you wouldn't know that from just doing scale factors. But let's say that A is 1, then B is going to be 1.5 times that. You're going to multiply A by the scale factor to give you 3 over 2. And then, if you're wanting to go from B to C, the B value has to be multiplied by 7 over 5, and that will give you 3 over 2 times 7 over 5, which is 21 over 10. That ratio isn't simplest form because there's a fraction in it, so you'd want to multiply by 10, and you get the ratio which we had before. We only want to use the A part and the C part, so our final answer would be 10 to 21. I think it's best going with the first approach in that scenario, however.